Hello, this is Dr. Garret Castleberry, Associate Professor and Program Director of Communication, Media, and Ethics at Mid-America Christian University. I'm here to preview the primary readings for COM 4123 Special Topics in Media Studies 2. In this course, we plan for the long-term class experience to be an evolving one. But for this iteration of the course, we are going to focus on a particular genre of media that we will examine either collectively in class together in a live setting, or students that are purely joining us online can experience individually as part of the curriculum experience. The course will be comprised one part film survey, 2 parts special projects, and you can visit future episodes of the video syllabus to understand more about each of those projects. But the purpose of this video is to talk about this specific course's primary readings, all right? And so the goal or objective of the course is not only to study media, but to apply it. It's an applied class where we're looking to translate what we learn into some physical labor that we can showcase ultimately. And to help us along, we want to come to this accelerated course experience with the understanding that not everyone has the same amount of background familiarity or training with media production techniques. And so to aid us on this journey, I want to introduce the first book that is going to work as an informant on the subject of media production. So we're going to be looking at reading through Production Design for the Screen, Visual Storytelling in Film and Television, and this is from Jane Barnwell, and it is a Bloomsbury Press release. It is one of the great things about it. It moves at a brisk pace. It's relatively lean in terms of a book that aids us because we're going to work through the class relatively quickly. So there's a lot to digest, but there's also plenty of pictures, infographics, storyboards, and so on to help us process information and kind of move through it quickly. It is helping us cross through the threshold of learning how to look at media from a creator perspective rather than simply a consumer or audience perspective. All right, so you can think about that tool is that emphasis on walking us through a process of transformation where we're moving from passive media consumption to active media creation. Okay, for this course experience, we're going to look at a unique subgenre that borrows from a couple of different places and actually evolves across various storytelling genres. And for that reason, it's going to be very dynamic and exciting to study together. But we're going to focus on the heist film. That's right, the caper, the crime caper, as a genre in of itself. We're going to recognize it for its unique qualities. We'll have conversations about how it has variations over time and how the mechanics, or what we call the plot conventions and familiar tropes, appear in what seem to be different film genres. I think that's fun and important and exciting, and it's also going to challenge us to be able to start to look outside the box with regards to media narrative and storytelling in general. And to aid us in our examination of the heist genre, we're going to read and require The Best Laid Plans Interrogating the Heist Film. This is edited by Jeanette Sloniowski and Jim Leach. All right, and so this is the second of our 2 texts, our primary texts for this course. Of course, we're going to have other types of materials that we bring in. We have some open source materials. There is some scholarly research on the subject that can help inform our experience and how we work through these materials. Hopefully it's going to be a learning process week in and week out that will challenge us, that will get us thinking differently about media, that will motivate us to become savvier producers of media. And so we look forward to various types of learning opportunities in this class, but these are the primary books that we're going to go with in this cycle of Special Topics 2. And so hopefully you are game and up to the challenge and willing to take on this job, as they say, as we perform our own heist. A knowledge heist, right? In which we are seeking a deeper treasure together. Let's have some fun and get to reading and screening those texts.